day. Every time Dick and Harry got something to say, but what they said ain't got no fabric to it. Ye takes and thoughts with dice right through it. It's all about rumors and people feuding. If we're not uplifting, then what we doing? Yeah, they love the culture, yet they trying to wreck it. But are we ready to go hard to protect it? If we don't stand firm, then we're sure to fall. Are you ready to fight the stain and accept the call? Oh, it's all about dealerships and the mall. Now I'm ready to go for broke like Apostle Paul. I'm charged with the task to keep it real. Moving straight forward, not about to yield. Tackling every subject, yeah, you know the drill. R.I.P. Guru, I bring that mass appeal. Our ancestors stood tall despite abuse. We got all the tools, so what's our excuse? It's time to show a face and take off the mask. It's something every yay, it's the podcast. 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 It's something every yay, it's the podcast.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome to another episode. What is this? 15? Of the Some Every Yay, the podcast. I am your host, Danye Jones. We got a special show tonight, but it's actually not a show. It's more of a conversation, but we're going to get into that. You know how we do. Quick housekeeping situation we got to take care. Go to my YouTube channel. Go Danye F. Jones. The F is key. If you put Danye Jones, you might catch me on another podcast or something, which is cool. You can check that out too. But some other bootleg Danye Jones out there. I'm the original. You better ask somebody. Or you can follow me on Instagram, Coach_Jones32. Also on Instagram, Decola_32. Come check me out. And then once you go there, let's check out people. Go ahead and subscribe and like and share. Have you heard that thing? Sharing is caring. So go ahead and share, and let's make this thing happen. Now, it's a bell. Go and click on that bell, then we can make it make it do what it do. So special show tonight. Special show again. Like I said, click that bell. That way you can get notifications. Every Friday I do a Friday Fable. So let's jump right into it. We was having some technical difficulties with my guest. But before I bring them on, I'm going to go ahead and say this here. No, I'm going to go and bring them on. Forget all that. This is my brother here, Kenneth Sykes, a.k.a. Kenny Sykes, a.k.a. Kenny Wayne, a.k.a. Kenny Lou, or I'm going to tell you my boy Mike Tardy got me start calling him Smooth. What up, Sykes? What it do?
What's the deal, man? What's going on?
You got it. This young brother here, man, my college teammate, is going to run down a few little accolades. 93, he was SWAC Conference Newcomer of the Year, averaged just under 24 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Junior year, second team all conference. And that's only because he had a knee injury. And even with his knee injury, he still averaged 21. And that's with a knee injury. He was hobbling on, but was still giving it to him. And obviously his senior year, finished third in the country scoring, just under 27 points a game. He was third in the country scoring and was SWAC Player of the Year. So like I said, man, first team all SWAC, second team all SWAC, first team all Louisiana. I'm going to some more accolades. I don't have to just read his stuff because I can personally say what this brother did because I actually played with him. He was drafted in CBA. Was it to the Yakima Sun Kings? Is that right, Sykes?
Yakima Sun Kings, that's it.
Yeah. Then he also he worked out the camps with the Bulls, Chicago Bulls, the Vancouver Grizzlies. Played overseas in Israel, and I never could pronounce this country. What is it? Uruguay? What is it?
Uruguay.
You're close.
Yeah,
Uruguay.
South America.
Yeah. Oh, South America. Oh, you ain't tell me. Is it South America? Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Yes, sir. And he also played in the IBL Pro League, so he's a pro. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: you a pro even if you don't make it to the league or to any league. A pro, is pretty much for me. Obviously, you got to have the skills, but just being professional. And this is what my brother has. But we're going to jump right into it. So I was interested to do this interview. One, obviously, I know you, but there's still some things I did not know. So now, were you born and raised in Colfax, Louisiana?
Born and raised in Colfax. Well, actually Pineville, Louisiana, which is Alexandria.
Okay, so it's in Central Louisiana.
Yes.
Sin-Law. Okay. All
Slick
right.
Price, Greg Knox.
Yeah, because of
Home for the
Peabody.
War.
I always heard about Peabody. Yeah, James Charles.
Yeah,
I
right.
always heard about Peabody. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so let's start here. So going into high school, when did you start on varsity as a freshman?
Yes. I started. Actually, I came up a couple times, and I was in the 8th grade playing, and I came up and worked out, with the varsity team, and then I started out, my freshman year. So, and I played every sport. I played football, basketball, track, and played baseball.
Okay, that's interesting. I know that. Okay, what position you play in football?
I was quarterback, and it
Oh,
was funny. I was getting recruited by a lot of colleges. Might have been my junior year. I was leading the state in passing with probably 3-4 games left, and we played Winfield, and a guy named Kerry Brody playing free safety, about 6'4", 215. Offensive lineman forgot to block the edge.
yeah.
And so after he gave me a good shot, when I woke up, I was in the hospital, and that's why I left that football uniform. I hadn't played since.
Oh, wow. Well, check this out. Hold up. So, what kind of quarterback were you? In the pocket? Were you a scrambler? I mean, what kind of quarterback were you?
No, I could throw. And it helps out because of my best friend who we probably set out growing up. We was gonna end up going to college together. I probably could go on record saying he was a better athlete than I was. He was 6'4", 6'5". He was my wide receiver.
Okay.
Jump, run, jump, shoot, basketball, football, won the state in the 100. Probably a 10-2 guy in the 100 at 6'4", 6'5".
Wow.
So all I had to do is just drop back and throw it anywhere close. He gonna go get it, and
Okay.
couldn't nobody really cover him. He was fast, so that's how all them records came about.
Okay, cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So check this out. So when did you start getting letters in terms of let's break it down here. Going to your senior year, where people were starting to say, "Hey, this kid's a good basketball player, baseball player, football player." By the time your junior year, what sport were you getting the most love from?
Basketball. It started, around my sophomore year. I was playing, and we was in a tough district because we was in there with Peabody and all that. And, I was, 25, 30, getting points. And so then I started playing AAU ball my junior year with Louisiana Stars out of Lafayette.
Okay.
And that's when I got an opportunity to, link up with some guys from the state, Gerald Honeycutt, Scotty Thurman, Tony Cutright, Marcus Jackson, Swallow.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good team, and we ended up going to Spain that summer playing.
Okay.
And so once I got with those guys, that's kind of when it, took off for us, the coaches coming in and scouts and all that type of, things. But in football, I was, based on me throwing the ball and was athletic. I was 6'3", 6'4". I could throw, I could run. I was getting recruited by LSU, Georgia, Alabama, until all that's, until I got hit. And I just love baseball. I just love sports, period. But baseball was my first love because I started playing that at probably 8 or 9 years old.
Okay. And what position you play in baseball?
Pitcher.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your signature pitch?
I like the curveball.
You like the curve? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I used to throw it inside and make them jump out the way, and when they jump out the way, it catch that corner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. So, senior year, okay, you the man, school's looking at you. You end up transferring to Detroit. How did you make that move?
Well, there's a lot of things happen. Being young kids, doing a lot of things that I really, some of the guys my guys I grew up with that I'm, close with now. I tell people all the time, everybody take a different path.
Yeah.
What everybody else, what I do is what I do, and what everybody else do is what they do.
Right.
That don't mean they still not my friends and all that who I grew up with.
Absolutely.
So a lot of things took place, and it was just an unfortunate situation where some things happened, and I was forced to leave the state. So
Okay.
that's how I ended up going, moving with my uncle in Detroit, which we have my uncle who I live with in Detroit. His funeral is Saturday. He passed last week.
Oh, Terry Sykes?
No, I was living with, that's his brother. I was staying with his brother.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
you said okay. See, I didn't know that. See,
Yeah,
that's why I'm glad we
I
know
have
this.
I had two uncles. I had two uncles and an aunt living in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I didn't know.
but I live with my uncle Cleophas. That's who I
Okay.
was living with. And it was a good situation, man. It was just, a real culture shock to me because you coming from Dry Prone, which is probably 400 students, probably 85 to 90, maybe pushing it blacks, and the
Yeah.
rest whites.
Yeah.
One of them areas where it was kind of, tough back in the day because there was a lot of, racism going on back
Yeah.
then. But I had a lot of white friends, playing sports and things like that. So I flipped from 400 students to go to about 3,800 students,
Yeah.
all black.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, wow. I get
Yeah.
up there and, I ended up going up there. It was like November. I'd never forget because we always have what we call a pecan festival.
Yep.
And it was that weekend and I had a flight out that Monday morning after that.
Oh
So,
wow.
I kept telling my mom, I didn't want to go. I'm just work. Because, I couldn't go to no school in Louisiana.
Right.
So she said, well, you going. So I got on the plane, went to Detroit, got there, went to school the next day. Things happened. Guys, it was just all type of stuff going on because it was different. So
Let me.
by
Yeah.
the time
Dude.
I guess a lot of people don't know, I went to Cooley High.
Yeah. This was interesting. Here's the thing. What I'm gonna break off of this here. Sometime y'all, like I said, y'all know I'm long winded. And I already told Sykes this. I'm long winded. I'm born and raised in Saginaw, Michigan, but my blood is Louisiana. My mom and dad Louisiana. We didn't go on vacation. We went to Louisiana every summer. In fact, people thought I was from Louisiana. I was down in Grambling because I mean, much love to my Michigan people, but I just rock with my people in Louisiana. I just did. So it tripped me out because when I first met you, I saw you play. It's funny because you had a city game. You know what I'm saying? So he was the Detroit Cooley. For my Michigan people, already know. Y'all know Cooley in the city school. Cooley won state 87, 88, 89. I remember they actually played right after us. We won Class B in '89, and their game was right after us because they had beat Jay Rose and Bashan. Bashan and they were sophomores
Mm-hmm.
then. We're gonna get in
Yeah.
that in a minute.
Yeah.
So for you to go from Carfax to Detroit Cooley, I can imagine the culture shock because Cooley's a real inner city school.
Mm-hmm.
So this first of all, just the
Right.
number of kids you saw, like wow. So this is what I want to know. How did it come to where did your uncles them? Did they go to? Because I'm sure it was Ben Kelso. Was he still coaching?
Yes, Ben Kelso was my coach.
Right. So, you're a new student. How did it get to the point where they say, "Hey, we got this new kid coming in"? Did your uncles go to the school and say, "Hey, this kid can play"? He was doing this in Louisiana, or how did that come about?
Well, my uncle went to the school. He told me he stayed. We stayed on Apple and Finkel, which
Mm-hmm.
was probably 3, 4, 5 miles. Probably 3 to 4 miles from where we lived at. So
Okay.
just like everybody else, you go to the school in your zone. So he let them know I was coming. So I went the first couple of days, and it was a lot of fights and stuff broke out. And by the time my uncle dropped me off at home, I was back at the house. I took off through the front door going home. I called my mom and told my mama, look, hey. I can't do this. So
Yeah.
I sit at home. They tried to get me to go, and I stayed there. And then Coach Kelso finally came by, and the good thing about it is, see, things in Detroit for sports, it was different. When I say different, because no night games.
No night games. Yep, that is true.
It was so much killing going on and violence.
Yeah.
It was no night games. Everything had to be played during school. So
Yeah.
we kick off and start playing at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
When school get out around 3 o'clock, 3:15, that game had to be over.
Yeah.
You know, down here we play at 6 o'clock. The girls start 7:30. We play together, but the girls' season was over with when I got
You're right. That's how it is in Michigan.
You know, they played and I kept saying, man, you know, what time the girls play? And no, they season over with.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff was kind of took part, and it was just so happened it was basketball season, and Kelso Kane got me in, and we played and went to practice and stuff, and them guys was like, man, he could play. So, you know, played my first game, probably had 30, 32 points, had no more problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole school just like wrapped
listen,
me in, because that's what they do. You know, if you can hoop, it don't matter where you're from, they cater you and bring you in. But you know, with the style of play that I was playing, you know, I could play, and I wasn't no real big guy. I was skinny, but that toughness came out because when I got to practice, man, we out there playing. You know, we in there, they going at it. I'm looking, and here go Kelso. He 50 plus. He got down. He playing. He out there with the elbowing and trying to win for real, running up the floor, hitting the three. So I'm looking around like, dang, this cat out here really playing, and that's what helped me out when I started coaching, because I was still playing with the guys, you know, just, you know, regardless of how old you are, but if you tough and you got that mentality, knowing in the back of my head, hey man, when this guy gonna really But I'm talking trash, and I'm sitting there looking at this, and I'm like, man, this different, and the kids respecting, and he's well respected, and you know, this happened the first day, come back next day, here you go again.
Yeah.
You know, on Saturdays he calling, where you at? Let's go to the gym. So for a guy for that age, you know, to bring his players and get in the gym and go over things with them and teach them different things and still have that competitive nature and get out there and playing where everything is good and being tough. I'm talking about, man, he was out there elbowing and scratching and clawing, trying to win.
Yeah.
That's where that mentality came once I got, you know, to college. That's what I knew. That 1 year, you know, helped me out a whole lot for, you know, my skill set, being tough, working, you know, and once I got to Detroit and got to playing, man, everybody was just like, okay. And it was fun, man. I'm talking about it was competition every night.
Every night. And that's the thing, man, because folks don't know, like I said, Michigan, I always ride with Michigan as far as hoops. So I used to love going down playing in St. Cecilia, just like you said, the toughness, the grit of it. But, and like you said, how once you had that first big game, everybody loved, because, you know, back in the day, you know, the hood, the gangsters, if you can hoop, you was protected.
Yeah, they standing on that court side in them trench coats with them.
You was protected
with them pele jackets on,
in
them 8-ball jackets with their hands in their side, and you know you go certain places and play. Hey, when the hood go with you, then you don't feel nothing. You don't worry about nothing. They got you.
Yeah, jingle boots and all that.
All that, yeah. That's why I tell people I be messing with the kids today, because I always laugh at them, because I remember when I got to Detroit, I used to go up there during the summertime and, you know, keep some fresh shoes on my feet, and you know, they come up to you and tell you check them in. I'm saying to myself, what you mean check them in? A couple times I had to go home in my socks. But
check it in,
check it in. Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah, 2 things. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I've been fighting this coach. So if I keep coughing, just bear with me. But he bring me back to some stuff here. So I gotta move because see this is Michigan hoop talk here. This tripped out because, like I said, because I had known none of this. I'm telling you, the way you played, it was a city game. I mean, so when I saw you, I'm saying, so okay, you finished school, you finished all city, you was part of all state selection, all that, just in 1 year. So how did it come? Was Grambling, was they still trying to keep in contact with you when you went to Detroit? How did that come about?
I just, my whole family went to Grambling, and to be honest with you, that same scenario back home. Just I got to Detroit. Once basketball season was over with, and what's funny though, I was getting letters from Michigan State, Alabama, all the big schools. I wasn't even really paying that no attention. I was just throwing it to the side. So here it is, the summertime going. Here it is, September, October. I'm still hanging in the streets like it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, I ended up calling home. Bobby Allen was cool with Pat Bibbs because she was coaching the girls.
Yeah.
And he hey, Cat, what you doing? Man, I'm up here in Detroit still. You ain't in no school? So he called Pat. Pat called Aaron James. I got on the plane and I came down to Grambling. That's why I laugh sometimes when they be saying that cutoff date is in August, right at September.
Yeah.
It was October, November. I enrolled, start, like it was good. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them situations where I just, looking back, just in the streets, wasn't really worried about nothing, hanging with them cats, man. And it's funny though, because a lot of guys on their team, it's probably was 11, 12 of us, it's probably ain't but 4 or 5 left.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So but like I said, it just was fortunate. I just had, I had to hit that wall and I said, man, I need, get in school. Because even after that, what was funny, when I got out of my baseball coach, they had a lot of rounds getting drafted. I got drafted by the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, wow.
Never returned the call, never went to camp, never did none of that, because, the streets was more important at that time.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Was having a lot of fun, just, and it, like I said, wasn't important. And it was funny when I was playing at Grambling, I was in practice one day and the baseball coach, Wilbert Ellis, was up there with a scout from Kansas City, and he called me, and the scout say, "That's your best picture you got on campus right there." We was in practice. So then he go down there, you know how that went. No.
Listen,
Aaron James
people, that no. That was Aaron James, our coach. I heard him. You're like, I ain't going through with it.
No. He's not playing no baseball. I got him here to play basketball. So that's how that went. But,
Absolutely.
But just the competitive nature, man. You talking about you go play Northern, Leonard Bush, and you go up there and play all those schools, man. It was every night. It was tough. And what's funny though, Southwestern probably had 11, 12 D1 players on their team.
Yeah.
What was funny, we all listen. I stayed on Appeline and Finkel. Jalen Rose stayed around the corner. Chris Webber stayed around the other corner. Voshawn Leonard stayed around the other corner. We was all supposed to be at one school.
See,
but
mom was gonna let C Webb go there though.
No.
Gonna let C Webb go there.
No. It was kind of, you had to be tough, and it's just a lot of things going on in the
Voshawn Leonard, yep. Voshawn Leonard, and of course everybody know J Rose.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It was tough. We was all right there in the same neighborhood. I kept saying and telling people, and just as I got older and got to college and started thinking. I said, man, just imagine if we'd all been on the same high
Yeah,
school team.
yeah,
You know.
man. Because actually, yeah, in fact, see, Webb and them, they was Class C. Then they moved to B. Like we won in '89. I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
Then they actually played my high school the next year the state championship. We beat them in the regular season, but they beat us in the state championship the next year. We see Webb was a junior. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I know he wanted Southwestern, but his mom was educated. She was like, "Nah, you ain't going to that hood school.
Right.
You go to Country Day."
But
Yeah,
there was some great rivalries going on in that thing.
yes, sir.
I was sitting at home looking at that Fab Five thing. The Fab Five. Well, no,
Yeah,
well it was when Jalen Rose, they were showing him. I was actually the guy when he went up. It was a clean block where I
yeah,
got on ball and he ended up landing on his back and they ended up having to take him out.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That was me, number 32, walking across the floor at
Okay,
Cleveland.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But it was, man, I'm talking about every night. It was just, you had to go and compete, man. It was just a tough brand of basketball. And I think that's what kind of helped me get through to take that toughness mindset
But you know
to
what? You keep saying that, Sykes.
add to my
Yeah,
skill set.
yeah. That's it. Because Sykes, you wasn't. Yeah, I know that it definitely enhanced more, but it's not like you went to Detroit as a whole. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
stuff you know what I'm saying, but definitely
Right.
enhanced. Because what's interesting, you told me so you didn't roll to Grambling into October.
Might have been the end of October.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that because what's crazy about that, because I remember that's you came. That's when I had transferred into Grambling. I
Mm-hmm.
came from Winston State. Everybody
Remember
West
when I
Virginia.
came? When I came in, intramural basketball was in.
Dude, listen. Hold up. Dude, listen. See, listen, man. See, that's why I tell y'all this ain't no interview, y'all. I ain't even on my note. Let me tell you something. People don't know. That year, intramural basketball was getting more crowds than the university squad.
Oh, ain't no doubt about it.
Dude, because it was crazy because everybody knew because that was like one of Grambling best recruit classes.
Intramural basketball
Man.
and hooping on Sunday.
Oh,
If,
yes.
if,
In the
if
women's
you
gym, you
didn't
get
get
there
there,
early.
you didn't get there. If you didn't get there at 1:00 and be first to get you a down, if you lose, you can
Dude.
go eat, take a shower, come back, and your down will still be you still
Yep,
have your down.
absolutely. And that women's gym, man, we used to be hooping, man. And I remember because that's why I just say, man, like how God do things. Like I said, because he could have put me anywhere on that campus. He put me in Douglas. I just was right next door to the cats from Tallulah, my Tallulah guys. And it
Right.
was crazy because y'all was in the independent league and Coach Wisdom, they set the schedule up for us to meet y'all in the championship. But both of us lost in the Final Four. Y'all lost all Metro, then we ended up losing to Just Do It because they wanted to see us clash. Our games used to be so live, man, and that was some real hooping, man.
I'm talking about just getting it in.
Dude,
Just getting it in, man. I'm talking about you had your boy coaching in the NBA now, played with
man,
who you love,
Mel
Mel.
Hunt, yes sir, yes sir.
You had Pimp from Shreveport.
And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I never knew Pimp name. What is Pimp name?
Reginald Johnson.
See, I know him as
he stayed in y'all dorm because his roommate was next door to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every night his roommate was a good guy. He never went nowhere. We look up, Pimp got the car. Hey, let's go. Let's ride.
Man, listen, dog. I remember Theo, man. Theo threw me out the gym one day. Sometimes they had that list. Put your name on the list.
Uh-huh.
And I put Ye. Ye is a part of my name. But me and Theo, I got into it the day before. And Pimp had put his name down, Pimp. He said, Ye. He said, I don't know, Ye. I said, that's my name, Don Ye. So you got to put your name. I said, this fool got Pimp on there. You going to let him move? And Theo, you talking too much. Get out of here, Jones. I see you tomorrow. Theo will throw me out. But yeah.
Yeah, because he want the down. He want to play. He going to get in there and try to cheat.
Absolutely.
Him and Renee and all
yes,
them.
Yeah.
And
Payne,
man.
From half court. Yeah, and the old brother always say short. He shoot the ball short. Oh, but at least me that. Man, and listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I hated when I was playing against Sykes, because when that game get like, cause that first game was 15, after that it was 12. And that first game's be long. It'd be 14. So we gotta get the ball. Because if they get the ball, this Negro gonna call foul every time until they hit it. Man, I like,
but who I get it from? Goddamn Dan Avery.
Dirty. My brother Dirty. And you know what? It was sometimes it was like a standstill. No. And the game was just, if Theo and them went in there, cats on the side.
We'll go outside. They'll go outside and have the ball on his arm sitting on the steps outside.
Say, no, you ain't getting
20 minutes. We ain't giving it up. All right, well, we're going home for the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come back the next day, same old thing.
Yes, sir. So let me ask you this. All right. I'm gonna tell you a few things that you probably don't even remember, but people triple me because my memory is crazy. Okay, so everybody already knew, because like the year, because I came in, I had to sit out. All the crews had to sit out. And that year they were like 6-18. So everybody knew, you coming in, Dan coming in, Mike Tardy coming in. So they already knew next year's gonna be different. So I knew I had lost a scholarship and went to Salem, so I was gonna try out. I tried out, but I knew they had a squad. I'm in Marvin. And I'm saying, well, guys, good job, but we got a team. If something happens, we'll let you know. So it was homecoming. I got full. I said, well, damn, I guess my basketball career over. And a few days later, I saw you. You said, hey, yo, we really want you. Copy, yeah, we would have been cool like that then. I said, yo, man, they want to bring you back. I said, huh? He said, come here. You took me to Coach Jane's office. You know what I'm saying? But they brought me back to be on the practice squad, though. This is why they brought me back. But I'm like, shit, I'm in the dough now.
That's all you wanted was opportunity.
I got the dough. But I remember certain things, man, like playing with you. We had played eventually when I got in the rotation, we had played Centenary. That's the second game I started. I had 25, but you was real sick, dog. You had 22. You was sick as a dog. And you had 22, but I was like, damn, we got Southern next. And I remember that week, dude, you was taking all these meds, and I'm like, this dude ain't gonna be ready. You really want to leave it? We had to force you to go to the calf. Coach James said, man, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. And you was sick as a dog. And I mean, we played Southern at the Monroe Civic Center. And I mean, you had drove, you was so sick. I think you had lost that 10 pounds. And you drove and you kicked it to me, and I ain't shoot it. You said, yeah, shoot that. He said, man, I ain't got it. He said, man, shoot it. I ain't got it, dog. In fact,
somebody please shoot it, because it's rough on me.
I had 29 that game. But I just I think back in games, because people was like, it was certain people hating. So they would come to me, yo, man, can Sykes really play, man? I mean, cats even on campus. I said, dude, listen. I said, let me tell you something y'all don't know. He's scoring, but he's really a point guard. Mm-hmm. See, that's what y'all don't know. He's scoring, but passing probably is his strongest attribute. Because it was some times in the game, my memory. Again, y'all, this is the interview. Shit, we just talking now. We was at Mississippi Valley. You was in the corner. You had drove, the dude that beat you to the spot, he cut off the baseline. You spent off of him. He recovered, and you threw that ball, a quick crossover. It was only this much room. You threw that thing to Jimmy Gray, and Jimmy Gray dumped that thing, and we was running down the floor. I said, Sykes, hey, dude, that was all right there. Then you look at me with your eye. So, I mean, I just remember certain stuff, like you had a certain instinct about playing the game of basketball. That's why I was always rooting for you to really go far, because people thought you scored for us because we needed you to score. Mm-hmm. But you was actually a point guard, a big point guard. Mm-hmm. And it was funny how, like, you was a slimmer body, you would post up, you weren't strong, but you were so slithery. Like, your handle wasn't like how, it was a different kind of handle. Mm-hmm. And I just be like, because that's why I used to love trying to guard you, because I knew when we played them other cats, Coach Jang will put me on them other cats. Right. So I just love to try to guard you, man. So your ball handling, how did that come about growing up? Were you just always had the ball in your hand, or how did that come about?
Well, just, what's funny, I never played with, kids my age.
Okay.
You know, I played with my uncle Terry, who, you know, played in the NBA, played overseas for a while. You know, they had a little pro-am team, you know, and I knew, you know, they was pretty good and they was beating people, but I knew the fourth quarter was mine.
Yeah.
Every time we go play, they throw me out there the whole fourth quarter and I got the ball.
Yeah.
So my thing was at that time, you know, they was forcing me to kind of shoot, but I was feeding them guys, you know, getting up and down the floor, feeding them guys, making the right passes. They taught me, you know, we get in practice when they had their little practice and they kind of showed me. I was at an early age, man, like 9th, 10th grade, and kind of understood how to pick and roll go.
Yeah.
And the pick and roll ain't gonna never go nowhere. That's gonna be basketball to, you know, to the end. You know, if you could run that pick and roll, if you can run it and then try to defend it and know where the weak side help comes from, that's why right now I have a lot of success in high school coaching because we run a lot of pick and roll. You know, a lot of guys off double screen, you know, run them off a double screen one way and then hit that bottom guy, run him off a single screen the other way. And that's what I could do. You know, I could shoot the ball.
Right.
And, you know, it helped me out a whole lot the year that I hurt my leg because I was afraid of jumping because I could really jump.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, you could.
And then, you know, once I hurt my leg, I just got in the gym and just started shooting. And then that's that 27, my senior year, that's kind of how that happened. But I was a slasher, man. I can get up and down that floor and I can get to them creases and
yes, sir.
Put that spin on that ball and all that type stuff, you know. And
Jimmy from SLU, he talked about it now. He said, "Man, that's like that one leg used to be stupid." Yeah. And now I remember we had a little zone offense. We would overload one side. I get out, throw it, you throw it back, then you would go on the other side. But you said, "Yeah, hold up." He said, "When I go, just throw it, just throw it up." He said, "Throw it up." Do that thing up. You caught that joint off one leg, ducking. And Coach Jackson, he wanted to say something. He just looking.
Yeah. He ain't gonna say nothing if it doesn't. The only time he gonna say something if it don't work.
If it
don't work, you got a problem.
Yes, sir. Now let me ask you this, man. I always kind of I got my own thoughts on this. Why do you think we didn't really, our squad, go where we needed to go? Because I have my theories, but why do you think we didn't really achieve what we should have achieved?
We had a like you said, that year that we set out, me and you probably was the shortest guy.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Well, I was sure that, because you 6'4", I'm 6 deuce.
So we, like I say, me and you was the shortest one. Everybody else 6'6", 6'5", 6'9".
Amp, I'd say 9.
Amp was playing though.
Yeah, right, true.
I'm just saying the guys who was sitting out when you transferred.
The guy who was sitting out,
he was all
right.
Me,
absolutely.
Mike Jordan, Henry, Jay Mosley.
Yeah, you're right.
Boozer.
Yeah,
you know,
you're
6'9",
right.
6'7".
Yeah.
So we had a lot of pieces. You know what I'm saying? But we could never really put it together for as, you know, we didn't never have a good scheme for as what players played well together and experimenting here. And I think what happened was we had a lot of guys when we came in, Falante Evans, local guy from Grambling.
Yeah.
Then you had, you know, Brent Dunn, Washington guy. So you had a lot of local guys, you know, when I say local, Louisiana guys, that was in there. And it was tough because you hate to see when you bring in guys who are freshmen and sophomores, and then you got guys who are junior and seniors.
Who's been there? Right.
You got to sit on the back burner. Lamar Ambers, all those guys. They was up ahead of us playing. And we could never get that system together. And it was strange though, man, because I thought we had enough talent.
Dude, yes.
To dominate the conference, but at the same time, you look around, like that year we started in 92, 93. Man, we had 10, 11 guys in the conference averaging 21 or better.
Yeah. It was I know because I had to guard them.
Right. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
It was some guys scoring some points, man. You talking about guys like we sitting courtside waiting on our turn, and I never forget we playing Valley. And that damn Alfonso Ford went through that hole and tried to lay that ball up. And James Charles hit him and took him out the air. And that damn Coach James had a fit. God damn it, you done woke him up. 40 within a matter of minutes. Like, bam, bam, bam. And I was like, whoa. Then come back next weekend, Jackson State. Here come Lindsey.
Lindsey Hunter.
Then look up, here comes Southern with, Leonard White and Javon Scales and
and Terry Timms, Walter Payton. He was tight.
With the socks up high, shooting the jump in the corner.
And Texas Southern, Theon Dotson was tight.
Theon Dotson and all, man, they threw him a lot at Grambling, man.
Alabama State had a strong Marquise cat. He was a big, strong guard. He was strong as hell. It was.
And Rogers and Jimmy Lumford and Kirby Fortenberry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it was every night it was a battle.
Yeah.
And I kept saying to myself, man, this gonna be a war. You had Marcus Walton and all that down there at Alcorn. So
But you know what though? That first year though, they wasn't just like we was, because look, like I said, the game when you had the flu. Like I said, they beat us 91-84. And you had the flu.
We could score. Yeah, we could score. We just never would put it together. And I think, Coach James was he was an offensive guy.
Yep.
He was offensive minded because he could score. He led the nation.
Oh, man, listen, I tell you.
Without the three.
We without the three. He'll let you know. They call me pocket lot.
So
absolutely.
Man, Pistol Pete had showed me, if you don't want to pass to me, I take my man over there and let him double. I'll get it back. So I'm saying, that's the mindset he had, and we just never did. You probably was the only strong suit we had defensively.
Yeah, look, Lamar played a little D too, but Lamar but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. But sometimes though, if they could, like the cat from Alabama State, he was like 6'4", but he was so strong. Brent would come. I don't know. Brent guarded him good too, because people forget Brent about 6'5". And Brent, I'm tell you something. When Brent got in that game, he was IO. He was instant offense. Brent was going to score somehow, some way.
I kept saying to myself, "Damn, how you hitting that shot with them damn two hands?"
Man, Brent,
he get that ball, he get it right here. You book it. That's just what he averaged a lot of points in high school out of Washington. And that's down in that area on the backside of Lafayette.
Yeah. Now you look at this picture here. Now, do you remember where we was at here?
I got the picture right over here in my corner, right behind me.
Okay. Where were we?
Central Florida.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you.
We won the tournament. You won the dance contest.
No. You won the dance contest. See, stop. Now listen. I want to go there. Now, if you want to play, we can play. You won the dance contest, and I'm gonna tell you. Now, if you want to leave it alone, I'm gonna tell you why you won the dance.
What was the name of the club?
I don't remember the name of the club.
Club 436.
Okay, all right. Let me set this up for y'all. Check it out. We go down to Central Florida Christmas. You play who you ain't going on for Christmas. We go to Central Florida. Now, when the host team, they gonna set the tournament up to where they gonna play who they think the weakest team is because it's their tournament. Central Florida set us up first, so we were like, man, they setting us up first. And see, actually, at that time, I really wasn't playing. I said, Sykes, I'm gonna kill them fools. They with the scrub. I think the first game, Sykes, you had like the 39, and then we won. They hot. Then the championship, we ended up playing Northeastern out of the Boston area with Reggie Lewis with the school. Then we won. You end up being MVP of the tournament.
And then it was funny though because so I didn't go. So we look up, the team go to the beach.
Yeah.
James Charles ain't never been in no beach. He think he jumping in some water.
Oh, I got that picture.
He runs and dives head first straight
with
and mess his back up.
And yep, sure did. Listen, let me tell you something. We was down there at the beach. Our little ghetto, but we ain't had no shorts. We stopped at some little store. Me, Mike Tardy, Flex. We got these little, they were like some boxers. I got that picture. If I thought about it, put that joint on there. And it was crazy. So we win the tournament. So we win the tournament. Coach Jane, them, they on BS. So they go out. We get us a cab. We go out. We go to the club. Now
he called Marvin, give Marvin some money. Take him to the club. Take him where they want to go. We hop up. We at Club 436 on a weekend.
And they had a throw that D contest. Now, Sykes, you won, dog. You won.
You helped me win.
See, listen, man. Hey, see, look, man. Let's get to the see. Look, I told you, we might talk. Look here, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't care. This is my ninja right here, man. Those road games to me should be so much fun, man. Because like I said, we used to kick it, we used to eat good, we used to sleep good. But
you don't remember the night before that. You know
what was up?
We sneaking across campus trying to go to the party, and Marvin running across the interstate almost got hit by the car.
Almost got hit by the car. Man, look and see, Marvin was.
And I was in the room. I was in the room with him. They had me in the room with him. He come look at me. I was gone.
Wait a minute. Why they have him? Why they have him in the room with you?
Hey, everywhere we go, it was a show. we get on the road, man. Everywhere we go, we get to the hotel. Coach James say, no. They sitting out there in that lobby.
Hey, listen. We go to the game. We go out to shoot around. I was in the time I shoot. Sykes come in. Yeah, them things out there.
Yeah. It was everywhere we went, man. It's like they had signs up, and they knew who played and who was the.
And it was crazy too, cause like we Grambling, we ain't North Carolina, we ain't Duke, but yeah. Oh man, see, hello, now look here, dog.
That was crazy. So Coach James started putting me in the room with the assistant coach.
Yep.
You know, and what about when we got to we get to Jackson, go and eat breakfast? And we had that we remember we had the bus driver couldn't hear.
But
so we going to eat breakfast. Marvin, Rush, man, I remember I was young, I could swim from end to
end. Right.
Bus driver pushed him in there and say, let's see. He on the bottom of the pool. Almost drowned. Jerome Robinson, Doc, runs out there and saves it.
Yeah, Doc. Yes, sir.
We playing Jackson State. And Marvin used to be clean every game. We playing Jackson State.
Every game.
He's sitting on, ain't got no tie on, got his all black on. Damn, you gonna coach tonight or you gonna preach? Man, I almost lost my life, man. I said, you should have been talking about you could swim from end to end. Man, it was crazy though, man. Some of them road trips, boy.
Dude, man, listen, man. Dude, the stuff that used to go on, man.
We get left. Coach James see me running through the lobby. We playing down there playing Lake Charles. He see me running through the lobby.
We was at the mall.
Yeah, he tell the bus driver to leave me. Then we pulled up in practice in a limo. He was hot. We called a cab. A limo showed up. I said, "Oh yeah." He gets out. We jump out.
Freaky was with you, wasn't he?
No, it was me. It was me and Mike Tardy. Me, Mike Tardy, and Steve Harris.
Okay, PP.
So we get left. We pulls up, and he talking about where the money at. There go the coach right there. Go check with him. We runs in the gym. We beat them in there. Boy, he was hot. Boy, Coach James was mad. He was mad.
Listen, boy, man. But what he gonna do though? Because he know gotta have you to get. Oh man, see, I'm gonna go there. Now see, I got a Magic City picture, but I didn't even put up there. Man. I got it because they said y'all better do what y'all gonna do. Because when the season start, curfew in, and me, you, Dan, and Flex, we went down to Atlanta.
Shout out.
We went to Magic
City on a Wednesday or Thursday. We shut down there for them 2-3 days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Magic City one night, 112 the next night.
Club Nickies.
112. Yeah, Club Nickies, all of it on the whole
one Tweezy. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tommy look up, man. We loaded down up in the little escort going to Georgia.
Yeah, because we always try to like fight who got because
Yeah.
he had that hatchback, that little hatchback.
Yeah,
He
we
went
look
around
up. We look up looking for Sean Jones. He in Birmingham. He done left us.
Yeah, hey, look at hey y'all. I love this. This interview has gone out of control. Let me tell y'all something. Hey, shout out for these cats here, man. Listen, y'all.
Oh yeah.
These some of our teammates here. Upper left, Jacoby, aka Shaq. Upper right, Dan, aka Dirty. Lower left, Steve Harris, aka PP. Lower right, Sean, aka 6'9". Man, listen, man, those dudes, it was crazy because Shaq and Dan was my roommates in the dorm, man. And you think of how precious life is because all of them died as young men.
I'm talking about probably 30 plus.
Yeah, young men, and they are part of this story. They are part of this story, man, and that's like when I look back, really with the brotherhood, the kinship, really all we had. Yes, we all had our little twerks here next, like you talked about. Once you guys came in, you guys kind of come in. I think initially there was a little bit of jealousy here and there, and then like who with me? I come in and mess the whole thing up because I was like, man, damn these niggas. Because in my mind, I never looked at myself as the walk on. I'm a state champion. I did my stuff. You know, I've been all state. I did all that. So I come from a winning program. You feel me? So in my mind, I'm like, man, hey, I can play with these cats. So I look at that squad. And, you know, I look at, because even though when Southern used to beat us, I always felt they were better than Jackson State and they proved in the championship. But we was right there with Southern. You think of Scales and all them cats, man. We was there. Yeah, we was right there. But like I said, I think it was, and I don't think necessarily it was his fault, Coach James, but I think indirectly he created cliques.
Yeah, instead of just getting everybody together on board and getting everybody to buy into it, like I said, he had his favorites before we came.
Yeah.
And once we all came in, all the older guys felt like they was, got put on the back burner and new guys came in. But, at the end of the day, I just wanted to, play basketball and win. That's all that mattered to me. I didn't care who got it because I knew if it came down to it, hell, I could rebound. I could handle the ball. You ain't got to throw it to me. I'm gonna go get mine. Because that's what I learned playing growing up. And
that's the thing, Sykes.
I tell guys, man, they double team. Somebody got to shoot it.
Somebody got to shoot. Yeah, man. Because I look at y'all, man. Because and Dan was playing with some bull crap on his knee too. And I don't know if you saw did you see that crap they pulled out of his knee? I was personally angry. Because his knee was messed up. They had it because he had got some surgery back in Georgia. Man, they opened this stuff up. The crap that they were trying to hold some crap together. I'm not exaggerating. You know how country Jacoby used to talk. Man, the piece of metal they took out his leg, it looked like a piece of a clothes hanger, dog. I said, man, this crap was in your knee. And Jacoby, man, that was in your knee. That's why you running like a damn fool and all that. But I'm looking like, with the catch that we had, man, we had so many people, man. But for me, man, I knew Mike Tardy's going to fight. Jimmy Gray, he wasn't strong, but Jimmy Gray was going to fight. Jimmy wasn't no punk. It's like Boozer when he would play, because I just get mad because, like, I remember we played Southern, man, and when Scales was talking noise to him, and I'm trying to take up for Boozer, I said, dude, you 6'8", 250. I shouldn't be taking up for you with Scales and them.
Right. But he started messing with me, telling me, dog, you just don't want me in this thing, huh? Oh, shit, I ain't tell you to file him here. You 6'8", 260. Just put you right here.
Okay, see, I know what you're talking about. Let me explain what Sykes just said. Boozer was our center, 6'8", 250. So if we get beat off the dribble or whatever, really, coach would tell him, just jump straight up, contest. He would foul the hell out of him. So he would get in foul trouble early.
He in foul trouble. Game just started, 3-4 minutes in the game. He got 2 fouls. He run by you going off the floor. Say, dog, you just don't want me in this thing, huh? Shit. What you mean? I ain't tell you to fire. Let him lay them all up. You know.
Yeah, man. Listen, I missed.
And then I used to make everybody mad because they was like, man, you don't play no defense. I said, well, shit, there's two people out here ain't playing no defense. Shit, me and the man who guard me. Shit, because I got 30, he ain't doing shit either.
Listen, and you know what? That's funny you said that. We was playing Jackson State, so the papers they was hyping up you against Lindsey Hunter. I said, Sykes. That's like, see, they think y'all gonna be guarding each other. I said, nigga, get your money. I'm gonna guard Lindsey.
You sure like that?
He was 5 for 25. He had 17. Sykes at 37.
It was a jungle in there that night too, boy. Ooh,
oh yes,
they was hanging from the roof, boys.
Oh yes,
went straight to the Renaissance.
Yeah, and the football squad they sat behind the rim, and the Renaissance was right out. That's a little club. No, it wasn't Renaissance. The Zants. Say we going to the Zants. You know, stop at the house of liquor.
Stopping by the store by the railroad track. The house.
The SNS. We telling
after we get us a little grease on our little tasty, little salt chicken.
Yeah, tasty,
or whatever shoes had to cook in there.
Hey, you know when shoes come in, we know we can get out of practice early.
Yeah, hey, man, you come to practice early. He hit the door. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Time to roll.
Hold up, man. Stop it. See, look, man. Look, hold up. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all probably these Negroes tripping. Look. I ain't talked to my Negro in a minute, so check this out. Hold up. Let's do this real quick. All right. Okay, you play. You did your little pro thing. You become assistant coach at Grambling with Larry Wright. Now, how many years was you assistant there?
My first year was in '99. I was I was in grad school.
Okay.
And then after that, Coach Simmons ended up leaving, and then I became full-time assistant. So I was there from '99 to '09.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shout out real quick to Coach Simmons, man.
Yeah.
Coach Simmons, man, he really was one that was in my corner, man. And he was really for a while, because I had walked on, and of course, coaches they gonna get who they recruit. It took a while for Coach to really give it that shot, but Coach Simmons really kept him in his ear. But shout out to him. So I know, and obviously, they get rid of a coach. Of course, the whole staff goes. I know how that go. Now, this part what I just don't understand. Okay, now Woodlawn High School. Where is Woodlawn High School?
Shreveport, Cedar Grove.
Oh, that's in Shreveport. See, I didn't know that. Okay, Now when did you start coaching there?
2013.
Okay, 2013. And how many years were you there?
I was there probably right at 10 years, and then I left. Went to Texas for 1 year.
Went down Skyline and Oak Cliff area.
And then I came back, and I've been here where I'm at now, which is probably 3-4 miles, probably about 5 or 6 miles from Woodlawn. So I'm right around the corner. Yeah, I'm at Booker T. Washington off of that's over in that lakeside, lakeshore, the bottom, all that area, right off of Hearn.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this here. Well, it had to be some maybe tension, but you coming back, but you're not coming back to Woodlawn. Was there any words being said because you chose to come back to Booker T opposed to Woodlawn?
Not really. All the talk in the city was, all the kids was trying to leave Woodlawn to come with me over here.
Yeah.
And it was one of them situations where, I had built a pretty good program over there, man. It was, there was some athletes in there, and I fortunate enough, 3 of them, one of them was my starting point guard. That was my starting point guard that played for me at Grambling, for Michael Moten.
Okay, I know that. Okay.
He just went overseas probably 2 weeks ago, and then 2 brothers I had on that team previous to that. One is in Switzerland, and one is they both went to play with the Mule Riders in college.
Okay.
Southern Arkansas. So off that team, man, I had a good group, man, and like I said, 4 of those guys off that team overseas playing ball right
Oh
now.
wow.
Yeah.
So was the Booker T team, was that the team that you took downstate?
Woodlawn.
Oh, so you took Woodlawn down. So you
Yeah,
got
Woodlawn.
you okay, so you was using the semis and the finals, right?
Yeah, and the year we supposed to won it, we ended up getting, the things right now they got the ruling whereas, if you're a top seed, you play at home all the way through. But when we was
Oh,
going
okay.
in the second round, if you a lower seed and you beat a higher seed, that lower seed gets a home game, even though we was ranked number 1 in the state. We was ranked number 1 in
What?
the state
Wait,
and
hold on.
and
Wait,
had to
hold on.
and had to
Wait,
travel.
hold up. Let's try it again. Say that rule again.
If you was a higher in the first round game, the higher seed play at home. Okay. If you were in that first round game, if you was a lower seed and you knock off a higher seed, you automatically get a home game as that lower seed next game.
Wow. Really?
And we got stuck down there with a school who gym hadn't been open in 20-something years.
Oh,
We went down there. It was like a rodeo arena playing on one of them tile floors. And before the game,
tile?
I'm talking about like tile. And like they took what you see at them rodeo arenas with them fence, like you had a rodeo.
Yeah,
And they had to rope the court off. And I got to the game and something told me to play that game at another place.
Yeah.
But it was gonna have to be on a night before. So I wanted to go play,
Right.
Keep our routine so I can go watch the other team play if whatever by any chance
Right.
we have.
Absolutely.
And man, we went down there and we in warm-ups and everybody's slipping and complaining. And I left out the gym and I walked, man. I ain't know where I was at. I was just walking. And I knew it's about to be a long night because we was out our element. When I say out our element, we was complaining about everything we going here. My mindset is shit. It don't make no difference what we play. The game still got to get played. But when you start doing that and thinking we open up the game,
absolutely.
The game start getting close, man. We'll make a move and slip, and they pick the ball up and lay it up.
You're right.
So, and we end up getting knocked out by Livonia. And think about it. We got knocked off as the number 1 team. Shit, we finished that year 32-2.
Damn. Yeah,
So, like I say, my first year I was at Woodlawn, we got there and a lot of athletes and, I had them 8th grade. We had a middle school on campus and I had some 8th grade guards that could really play. And I had told them, shit, you ain't playing no middle school. You gonna move up and play ball.
Yes, sir.
So I got in there and we got to losing and we had some seniors and I told them, man, hey, shit, we getting our ass whooped, man. I might as well go with these young guys. Yeah. Who I'm gonna see for the next 4 or 5 years.
Absolutely.
And right after that, man, we didn't make the playoffs my first year out there, and I've been coaching in Shreveport 16 years. We done been in the playoffs every year since then. Second, third round, and
City.
Yeah, so
it's
been good, man. It's some talent, man. We just play a different style. We do work on a lot of shooting, and we run a lot of pick and roll. We press a lot. We get up and down. We running heels and pulling sleds and flipping tires and
yes, sir.
Getting that toughness in them, and we just wear teams down, man, because we be in great shape, and that's what I always learned at Grambling, because we getting up at that 4-5 in the morning.
Oh, dude,
it was tough, but it makes sense
on that track. Yeah,
it makes sense now.
It do. Like I said, we never lost games because we wasn't in shape.
In shape, yeah.
Yeah, we never lost games because getting up at, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. It wasn't no set. We would get up at 4 in the morning. We would start. The first would start with 4 laps. It was a mile. We had took that joint up to 24 laps.
24 laps.
Yep. Yeah. I remember, and I remember, for a while.
And then we do that, and we still get to the end. Then the guards had to make it in 6:15, and the
Six,
bigs made it in 6:45.
dude.
And we
Yeah,
still had guys didn't make it.
yeah. Man, listen, man. Hey, I remember we had to do the mile. I remember the first time we had to do it. Man, the first Jimmy Gray did that first lap so hard
and was
and
trying
stopped
on it.
and then ran around the hill. They were like, "We'll see you tomorrow, dog." And I
Yeah,
remember,
I
like,
ain't
shout
gonna
out,
be able to make it.
yeah, R.I.P. Shakobi, man. Shakobi had did that mile like in 5:05, man.
Yeah, he did.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Shakobi did that in 5:05, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So let me ask you this here, because I've been coaching 28 years. Never thought, the coaching piece for me. I don't know if it's the same for you. I don't know what you was ever thinking when you start coaching. Nothing ever replaced playing. Playing is better than anything.
Right.
But I know the enjoyment I gotten from coaching, it got so addictive, like it was heroin.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you put some stuff together and you see it come to fruition, it's like, oh
Yeah.
man, I was so gone. I'm better now because I had put my team, I had everything out of order. My team, my family was a distant second, and God was a distant third, because everything was my team. But I love coaching so much. Let me ask you this. What do you think has changed in today's modern ball player opposed to when we came along?
Oh, it's a lot, man. These guys don't like to play. You know, they don't want to get in the gym and work. You know, they want to play, but they don't want to do what's necessary to play.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not from here, so I don't have no favorites.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
I take the best kid. I don't care what grade you in,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You can put that basket in the hole, you can get out and guard, and you're going to buy into what I'm teaching.
Absolutely.
Hey, you can play for me.
Absolutely.
You know, these guys now, man, we love and enjoy playing. Like, we'll get in the gym. Like, I used to tell people when we was in college, man, we'll get out of practice, go to the cafeteria, they in there talking. So now we got to go to the gym after practice and hoop some more.
Yeah. Yes,
all
sir.
night, all day.
Yes, sir.
You know, these guys here don't want to get in. They don't watch the game. You know, they playing this PlayStation and all this.
That's what's crazy.
Even when I
Games
was
now, every day. You can watch a game every day now.
Yeah. Even when I was in college, man, I see something on TV, I'm going to the gym and work on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to add that into my game. You know what I'm saying? I might not do it exactly like them, but I'm gonna have that in my, like I tell guys, now you play the game, and if that game get close, I already know I'm gonna get you on that baseline and I'm gonna shoot that one leg fade away. Because I work on it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a go-to move. These guys don't have go-to moves. You know what I'm saying? When in doubt, it gets tough. You gotta have a go-to move. They don't, these guys just go in here, and the more you teach them, they'll get it. But then it's a lot of pushback.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of stuff that I teach them now is really old school, but that shit still work.
It still work.
It ain't gonna, boxing out, making the right pass, even with making, if it's on the left side, making it with your left hand. Stop throwing that damn ball across your body.
Yeah.
Rule of thumb is when you're making a pass, man, gonna go here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learn to throw that bounce pass. You got to add all that in and know when to throw it and know who you're throwing it to. But these guys now, you got to put a lot in, and now what happens is I don't cut a kid off early.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm teaching him and all that. Some get it 1 year, some get it 2 years.
You gotta have that grace. Gotta give them that grace.
Some get it their senior year, but
absolutely
the enjoyment and excitement is when they get it.
They get it, and as long as they show they want to learn. See, that's the thing. I can't want it more than you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And what I do now is that I got a whole lot better at. I'm gonna do a little bit of you. Whatever you want. The style of play you got, I'm gonna do a little bit of you. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna do a little bit of me too as well. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do things the way, like I tell them guys all the time, man, this ain't church league. We ain't going no damn church league. We get out on the court.
Yes, sir.
When we hit that court, we're gonna be organized, we're gonna be structured, and we're gonna play.
Sir.
We're gonna play fast.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, man. I have a lot of my players now are actually coaching. I've coached over the years. In fact, I went to a game last night. One of my former players called me and said, "Hey, coach, come up here and I got this new gig. Come take a look and tell me what you see." And I watched that game. I watched a lot of games, and I just remember coming up when you close out. You want to close out to the shooters, make them pull on the floor. But now you really, because of everyone shoot more threes, you have to close out really with purpose. Because back in the day, when you would close out strong, they wouldn't shoot it.
Right.
They close out now, they still gonna shoot it. So you really have to close out to almost to the point where you're almost fouling to prevent them shooting.
Because they protecting those shooters. Now
Yeah,
you can't close out like you want to. If I know you're gonna close out hard, I'm gonna throw it up there and get the damn three shots.
And get the foul.
Plus a technical foul, not because if you don't give them landing room, shit,
you don't give them right.
It's intentional foul.
Exactly. That's that.
So you got to know
quiet scope. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, and these guys, man, they don't. You watch them, and I tell young coaches all the time, but I had to learn, and I ended up learning it early. Even when I started coaching college, I couldn't coach thinking that they was going to be like me.
Yeah, they can't see what you see.
You can't see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if as a coach, if you was a player and you coaching thinking they're going to play like you or whatever, that's going to happen. You're going to lose that kid. When I say lose him, you ain't going to be able to get the best out of him because you looking at him as he's you. Shit, he can't be you. You feel what I'm saying? So then you have to take a step back and kind of coach him a different direction. And I found out that worked. That was working best for me. I kind of had to step back. Saying this, that, and that. I don't, talk about what I did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people
and that's really good, Sykes, because historically they say great players can be great coaches. Obviously, you was a great player, but obviously you won coach year, you've been street coach year, state coach year, you coached the state all-star game. So you are kind of like an anomaly because most great coaches, but see, like even when Larry Bird was successful with those Pacers, he had great Pacers team, great, but he had great assistants. He didn't like because you want to overcoach. That's why Magic couldn't, be successful because sometimes they can't.
They want to do it all themselves.
Yeah, you can't see what they see. So the only thing I would say in terms of myself, because I was like, I've had some guys like that was so talented, but I said, dude, you couldn't F with me because you just ain't you ain't tough enough to deal with me, and two, your IQ. Because see, that's one reason why, as long as LeBron stay in shape, he can play another 5 because he's smarter than everybody.
He understands the game. And see, that's what I do. We work on a lot of shooting, but what I spend a lot of my time at, I always had a good point guard. Because if you got somebody who get that damn ball across half court and get you in what you're trying to get into,
what are you saying?
Then half the battle is over with.
Listen, Sykes,
you can't dribble, you're going to have problems with us because I'm going to press your ass for 32 minutes.
Sykes, I'm going to turn this camera. See that man back there, Magic Johnson? He's still my all-time favorite player. And I'm tell you something. That's one thing, and I'm actually one question about post guys in a minute, but I'm going to do a show about point guards I've had. I've been so blessed with the level of point guards that I've had. I mean, it's like when you say you play, I'm not saying you are a point guard. You pitch a quarterback. When you got that position on lock, you can just plug in everything else. Right. If you don't have a point guard, you are in trouble. And like you said, if I say you ain't got no point guard, oh, dude, we pressing from the start.
Right.
From the start because because the point guard is the coach on the floor. He sets the table. I like having guards to where they always got to look at me. They know what I want. They know what to do, and it's a natural thing. So you are absolutely right on that tip.
Right,
having a point guard. Now, Sykes, and I'm still mad. I'm telling you something. It was kind of crazy with me, man. Money was funny, but I'm gonna tell you something, bro. This thing here, when you was inducted to Grambling Hall of Fame, dude, I wanted to go to so bad, but I'm telling you something. I was praying. I was shouting out. I posted stuff on social media because
Mhm.
me personally, I think it took a long time. And yeah, am I biased? Yeah, you my dog. Yeah, but see, I actually played with you. And so to get that call to say they gonna induct you into Grambling Sports Hall of Fame, what was that? What was that feeling like?
Oh, it was a great feeling, man. I mean, I knew it was a long process, and I'm never been one of those ones who want to be calling people, telling man why it is, why that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because there was a lot of guys that's probably still not in there before me.
absolutely.
Because Grambling was just at that time, one of them schools that shit blacks didn't have no choices but to go to black college then. So
Absolutely.
there's a lot of guys that paved the way, and I was grateful for that, and it was more exciting for me because my uncle had just went in 2-3 years before that.
Terry, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terry. And so we talked about it, and for to have him in, and then I go in, that was a great time, man. And I tell them guys, man, it was Coach Wright in there, Aaron James, all that, Doug Williams, man. It was a lot of talent that came through Grambling.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's a lot that still haven't been inducted into that. But
Yes.
but for Grambling to even have a platform, for everybody to get stand on where they coming up with the Grambling legend is a plus. I'm glad they doing something like that because it's a lot of guys come through that, man. I'm talking about
Yeah.
NFL and just every sport that, if you don't have the right people in place to put these things out there and keep it going, shit, who knows? Nobody
Yeah.
nobody will know nothing.
Yeah.
All the
Absolutely.
bigger schools do it, but they
Yeah.
have the money and the budget and the resources, and I'm glad Grambling just found a way to do things like this. And
Yeah. And like I said, we had excuse me. We have a rich history, man, particularly with football. But the reason I was saying because obviously, Grambling is a football school, but but we've had talented ball players coming because like my oldest brother in Grambling, he used to write for the sports newspaper. So I was a Grambling basketball fan for years, way back. When Hobby's son played and Big Russ, Wayne Will
right.
McDaniels. All these names. And even
Mhm.
football, I knew about Trumaine Johnson. Because see, I got a Grambling family. It's
Right.
13 people in my family came through. Excuse my grandma. Excuse me, my mother graduated from grandma, my uncle, cousins, wives, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, cousins. So to see you go in, man, I was so proud, man, because I was like, yeah, you deserve. And what was crazy because coming in, they knew he was gonna be a good player, but they didn't expect that. What you actually did. So I want to just give you a shout out again. It was much deserved. I know you said how long we'll be on, but you started with the memories, dog. But something something I want to say here. I want to show this here. Now this here was this after the state championship game or the semi?
That's state championship game.
Okay, that's your son over there in your lap.
Mm-hmm. That
Okay,
Carter,
yeah.
my little man.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I just want to say this here, and I can say this because this is what I do. What you are doing, people look at you and say, "Hey, you're coaching," but like I call myself, I'm a farmer, and I grow man fruit. And what you're instilling in those young men, particularly in people don't know Shreveport, they say it's listen. And I say this like again, am I biased? I'm Louisiana. I'm born and raised in Michigan, Sag Nasty, stand up. Y'all see the Saginaw City limit on my wall. I bleed Saginaw, but my roots are Louisiana. It ain't no hole nothing in Louisiana. Louisiana is a hard city.
Mm-hmm.
Shreveport is a hard city.
Yeah.
So, ain't no punk. So, the kids you're dealing with, I know they come from a lot of different situations. So, what you're doing, what you're instilling in them, and like you already know this, you may not see now. You are planting seeds and you are growing men. And I love to see people who definitely stay true to the game. I love basketball, but what you are doing for young black men, brother, I commend, I honor, I salute. And anything you ever need, you know, I got you, man. Because what you're doing, I'm telling you, what you're doing is actually ministry. People don't look at it, it's ministry what you're doing, and those the lives that you are saving, the pitfalls that you are eliminating. That probably would have been in their path had you not been in life. I just want you to know, man, I'm proud of what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, so now look at my brother Sykes. Look at we shouldn't have been on this long, but I'm gonna do this here. Cause I'm gonna tell you some Sykes. Sykes started some stuff, and I wouldn't even own that tonight. I really wouldn't own that. Now look here. We at Magic City.
There you go.
Listen, y'all, look.
Hey, with that thing around my neck that I almost got my head blowed off.
Yeah, look at y'all. Look at
that chain.
Yes, sir. Listen, man. That Sykes with the hat on the left, my boy Dan, RIP, 6'9". And look, I'm the shortest one. We in Magic. Listen, we was talking to those girls. We actually was talking to them how school is great, and we also was talking about the goodness of the Lord. We really, really were. Seriously.
Yeah, we were.
We were. So, so yeah. But yeah, I knew I had it somewhere, man. But yeah. Hey, but look, I'm gonna say, hey, man, I enjoyed this, man. Hey, you know you my brother, man. You my dog. Much love to you.
Homecoming.
Yes, homecoming, bro. And you know what? I can't. Yes, yeah. Hey, yes. Well, I'm still my beard was a little black, and then here go another homecoming joint here. We was here, man.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I ain't gonna be able to make it this year, man. But look, don't call me out. I'm starting to pull some things. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, baby. You know we'll get together.
Oh yeah. But yo, this is Kenny Sykes, y'all. This is a strong brother, positive brother, absolutely great basketball player. I swear by him. I played with him. Honored to play with him, and had no problem with his shine. Because every time they hype up him against Alfonso Ford, I said, y'all talking about my dude? I said, Sykes, go and get your 30. I'm going to lock up Ford. Held Ford to 8 the first time. He had 27 the second time. But I say, yo, do your thing, man. Much love to you, man. I love you, bro. And whatever, you know what it is.
All right, brother. Keep pushing, man. I'll be looking forward for the Friday Fable.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Much love, y'all. This Kenny Sykes, y'all. Love, one. All right. Peace. That was my man. Yo, check out for Friday Fable, y'all. Much love to y'all. We about to get out this piece. Look, I left my notes because Sykes stopped bringing up stuff, but much love to y'all. Holla.
Things going on in the world today. Every time Dick and Harry got something to say, but what they said ain't got no fabric to it. Ye takes the thoughts with dice right through it. It's all about rumors and people feuding. If we're not uplifting, then what we doing? Yeah, they love the culture, yet they trying to wreck it. But are we ready to go hard to protect it? If we don't stand firm, then we're sure to fall. Are you ready to fight this thing and accept the call? Or it's all about dealerships and the mall. Now I'm ready to go for broke like Apostle Paul. I'm charged with the task to keep it real. Moving straight forward, not about to yield. Tackling every subject, yeah, you know the drill. R.I.P. Guru, I bring that mass appeal. Our ancestors stood tall, despite abuse. We got all the tools, so what's our excuse? It's time to show a face and take off the mask.